Let them know, let them know. All right, Leo. Let them know, let them know. Let them come on in, let them come on in. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Who is that? Hey, Tim, appreciate you jumping on in. We're going to let some folks hop on real quick. Hey, appreciate you, Red Cali. Appreciate you jumping on in. I guess that's where you say Cali 6. Appreciate you jumping in. We're going to let some folks get on in. Glory, I appreciate you jumping in. We're going to let some folks jump on in real quick before I get hot and cooking. All right, we're going to let some folks come on in, let them jump on in real quick. I can't even say them alphabets, but I appreciate you jumping on in. Chloe, I appreciate you jumping in. Hey, folks, go ahead and share this live. This live is going to be pretty good. I'm going to recap the whole week when we was talking about narcissism and everything. Wally B, Real Bob, I appreciate y'all jumping in. Hey, look, folks, we're going to go ahead and get cooking. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to recap the whole week of everything I talked about when it came down to narcissism. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Leo. I'm a certified life coach, certified transformation coach. I help those people coming out of the narcissistic relationship heal, and I help the narcissist heal. Hey, folks, you're getting the bottom line up front. You're getting from a person who was an extreme narcissist. I was a narcissist, and I'm still healing narcissistic tendencies. Folks, I help people on a holistic approach. Let me put this out here before the TikTok police decide they want to put me in jail. This is all for entertainment. Take what you need, put it in your pocket, take the rest, throw it away. I'm going to say that again. Take what you need, put it in your pocket, and the rest, throw it away. Hey, look, let me just throw a little housekeeping rule out there. Not everybody want to hear what I'm talking about. Not everybody going to want to hear me talking about it because I was a narcissist and I'm still healing through my narcissistic ways and stuff. So if you got something negative, say, I don't care. Just say it negatively. Look, I have empathy for you. I love you, whatever situation may be. I'm here to help any and everyone that wants to be helped. You don't want to be helped? I got it. Nothing wrong with that. I still love you. But hey, look, folks, share this live. Comment. Follow me for more, folks. This is the journey. This is what we're going to do. We're going to educate everyone. Ray, I appreciate you jumping in. Corey, MJ, Aaron. Hey, all y'all, I appreciate y'all jumping on in. But let's start off real quick. We want to know why we keep attracting the narcissists. Why do we keep on attracting narcissists, folks? Here's one of the biggest things why we keep attracting the narcissists. We attract those people who don't love us back, and that goes all the way back to our childhood. If you could think back when you was a kid and how you always wanted mom's love, you wanted dad's love, but dad was always unavailable, mom was always unavailable in that type of manner based on the neighborhood where you from. I know for me, when I was coming up, my dad was not always around. So guess what that meant? I was always going to start attracting those people who never loved me back. And it didn't matter because the type of narcissist I was, all I wanted to have sex, all I wanted to do was deceive you. Period, point blank, that's what I wanted from you. I wanted to get over on you. That's who I wanted. Females, I'm getting over on you. That's who I was. But we have a tendency to attract those people who don't love us back. We have a tendency to attract those people who don't love us back. We get so involved in a relationship with someone, and then you wonder, like, why am I with this person, but they don't love me back, right? But as you understand, as I discussed this, in the narcissistic mindset, I'm going to love bomb you, I'm going to slack back. Love bomb you, slack back. Everything's about a sense of control. So you may be wondering, like little girls. They always say a little girl and a little boy. A little girl is going to attract someone who's like her father, and a young boy is going to attract someone like the mother. But what if the mom or the dad, they was a narcissist? So guess what you're going to attract? Because you're going to think that's right. I know for a fact, me coming up, I watched my dad chase women in the streets. I watched it. I seen it period point blank. So guess what? I automatically thought, hey, that's the way. I thought that's the way because I wanted that life. And I would tell people to this day, I was 10 times worse than my dad was. I knew what I was doing and I knew what I was wrong. And for those of you who was around a mom who might have been narcissist, and I don't have nothing against no woman, I don't have nothing against no man, but we talking about narcissism 101, real quick, real fast. Again, I'm going to tell you, those who don't know me, my name is Leo, certified life coach, certified transformation coach. I help people heal from coming out of a narcissistic relationship, and I help the narcissist heal from and holistic point of view. If you are caught up in an abusive relationship, whether it's mentally or physically, please seek a clinician. Please seek professional help. But look, let me talk about something real quick. I'm going to jump around. Some of us will sit up there and say, I'm an empath, right? If you're on that spiritual journey, or you wonder why the empath always attracts the narcissist. Some of us have that, and I'm going to say this for me, that Captain Save-A-Hole mentality. I can save them. I can fix them. Folks, in this lifetime, you are not designed. You are not there to fix anyone but yourself. It's through you. When they looking at you doing the work, when they looking at you achieving the goals, because nobody's going to believe in you as you start working on yourself. Whether you coming out that narcissistic relationship or whether you're the narcissist, nobody's going to believe that. You know when they're going to start believing you? When they see you doing the work. Like myself, I'm doing this work right now. Yes, I wrote a book about narcissism. I have 2 more books to work to put out there on narcissism. But nobody is going to follow you on this. So from my mindset and anybody's mindset, a woman might look at a man, well, I can fix him. I can change him. I can put the clothes on him. I can do this. I can do that. You cannot change anyone. You definitely can't change a narcissist because a narcissist's mind is fixed. They are fixed. They are fixed. They're not going to change unless they want to change. This was me. This was me as a narcissist. I was not going to change unless I want to change, and I made that change. And as I keep going further and further and further into this live, I'm going to explain to you why I decided to change. Hey, folks, if you dig what I'm talking about, share the live, follow me for more. Share the live, follow me more, put in the comments, folks. Need some help with this? Towards the end, I'm going to throw some stuff at you real quick. But we get in this mindset when we dealing with the narcissist, whether that be sister, mother, brother, whoever it is. We get that mindset that we can save them, that we can fix them. To only find out it backfires. Folks, I'm going to give you a helpful hint. Even me as a life coach, transformation coach right now, I do not go out to seek you. People will seek me out for help. Somebody might say, well, that's selfish. Your head is big. No. When someone asks for help, they're more receptive to receiving the help. I'm going to say it again. When someone asks you for help, they're more receptive of the help. How you lose your energy, whether you in that relationship or you friends with a narcissist or anyone else, when they ask for your help, folks will be more receptive to your help. That's not being selfish. That's actually conserving your energy. Because like myself and anybody else that always try to fix someone, your energy getting drained. Don't drain your energy. Let them come to you. Let them come to you. But the thing about it is, when you're dealing with the narcissist, folks, the narcissist is all about validation. It's all about validation. I know I want to be validated. I'm like, shoot, because I didn't get validation as a child. I definitely didn't get no validation as no kid. I always got looked over. I never got recognized for really hardly anything. Nobody told me, good job, you're doing great, you're going to amount to doing this, that, and the third. Nobody told me that, folks. I was always told I was going to be like my daddy. You're going to be just like your daddy. I knew my daddy was no good. My daddy was in the streets. I got told this from any and everybody that knew me. Doris, I appreciate you jumping in. James, I appreciate you jumping in. Brown Eyes Gwen, I appreciate you jumping on in. But folks, this is what I was told my whole time as a kid. So you already know I'm going to become that narcissist. You already know because I want my validation. As I kept getting older and older and things kept building on top of the hurt. Because I'm going to tell you, as a narcissistic man, I was hurting inside, deep down inside. And folks, some of that hurt is still coming up today as I'm on my healing spiritual health journey. But I wanted validation, but that all stems back from the child. Look, some of y'all can relate to what I'm saying. How many of y'all got told I love you every day, got the kisses every day as a child? Some of us come out the neighborhoods where you was forced to be hard. Me, I was getting beat up every day. I was a little skinny kid, a little scrawny kid, always secret. I was getting beat up on the random. I didn't have nobody to have my back. I didn't have anybody to have my back. So you already knew how I was coming up. Yeah, he gonna be a narcissist because at 7 years old, I have to build up this ego. My narcissistic ways were building up. I gotta protect me because it's me out here. Me by myself. That's it, period, personal, point blank. And folks, as I sit here today, as I work on healing the inner child, and I will tell you, if you are on a healing journey, learn to heal your inner child. This is where all the dirt is coming from. your inner child. I'm not talking about a dark night of the soul. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm not talking about doing the shadow work right now. I'm talking about go heal your inner child, which going to require you to do the shadow work. I'm not talking about dark night of the soul. That's for another video, for another time, folks. Go heal the inner child. Think back, folks. Think back to all the dirt, all the grit and the grind you went through as a child. And some of the stuff is buried so deep, it's going to take time alone. It's going to take time by yourself. It's going to take isolation, solitude. It's going to take this for you to start healing your inner child. Because that's what a narcissist was. That's what a narcissist started at. You was not born a narcissist, like you wasn't born a rapist, a racist, a rapist, or anything. You wasn't born none of those things. So you definitely wasn't born a narcissist, but you know where it stems from. Rich, I appreciate you jumping on in. But that's what I'm here to tell you. If you don't take the time to heal your inner child and you going from relationship to relationship to relationship, you got that dumbfounded look on your face of why you keep on tracking the narcissist, it all starts with you. You have a choice when you come out of a relationship, just like I had a choice. I had a choice back in January of 2022 when I came out of my second marriage. I could say, you know what, I'm going to keep it pimping and I'm going to stay out here in these streets and I'm going to chase these women and get what I'm going to get. Or the choices I did make. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I didn't want to go back out in them streets. That was my soul awakening saying, yep, by that time, now it's time to heal, which was the worst part of my life. But it was the best part of my life. So, folks, that's what I'm here to tell you. When it comes down to dealing with the narcissist and you being the narcissist, you have to know it goes back to the inner child. But guess what? Some of us decide to stay right there in that relationship with that narcissist, and you make that choice. And guess what? You're trying to figure out, well, how do I get away from? Cut the energy off. Oh, that's easier said than done. I've been married to this person for 10, 15 years. Who gives a doggone? Honestly, truly, who cares? If you a man, you listen to me, and you've been married to this woman, she's a narcissist, whatever the situation may be, well, I don't want to pay child support. Then you don't want freedoms. Don't complain about the person being a narcissist. Well, I've been with him, he loves me, take care of me, but he's a narcissist, he does this, he does that. That's your fault. That ain't nobody's fault but your very own fault. You have a chance and a choice every day. You have a chance to do better or do worse. If you want to stay there with the narcissist, that's your fault. Well, that's easier said than done. Folks, let me tell you something. We all want to find that excuse. As you see my t-shirt, you cannot deposit excuses. But at the same time, you will sit there and you will stay in that relationship versus just cutting the energy off. Believe you me, I see it every day. I see it all the time in some of my comments and everything throughout my day, either my YouTube channel or I see it right here on my TikTok. You will sit there and you will stay in these relationships. Hey, James, I see you. Hey, I'm going to try to get to your comment right quick. Just told a friend, come by your page. Hey, I appreciate it. Come on by. Hey, look, folks, follow me. I'm not telling you nothing I ain't never lived through. I can't sit up there and give you something that I just read about. I walk that walk. Folks, is it hard walking away from a narcissistic relationship? Heck yeah, especially if you got feelings for them. But you have a choice. You have a choice. And I'm telling you, I made those choices. I had nothing. I had zero. Look, I got a video on my TikTok way down. I think I did it last year. I got myself an apartment, no furniture, zero furniture. I had two flip-out chairs I bought from Walmart and a blow-up mattress. And I'm not sitting there saying materialistic things make me, because materialistic things don't make me. But within that year of me walking out of a marriage, and I have nothing negative to say about any of my wives, and I had 2 ex-wives, no woman that I've ever been with, whether it was one night or 1,000 nights, I have nothing negative because they were beautiful souls. They taught me a lot. But I'm here to tell you, when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I was sick and tired of being a narcissist, folks, you're going to have to start off at the rock bottom. And I started off at the rock bottom. I had to go through the pain. I had to go through the fire to get to where I'm at right now. And you could do the same. You have the power. You got the power, just like you walk to a light switch. Click it on, you got power. Click it off, there's no power. Cut the energy source from the narcissist. If you don't cut the energy source, you keep the narcissist sitting right there. And if you keep the narcissist sitting right there, that's your fault. That ain't nobody's fault. Because in this society, what are we teaching them? What do we always want to hear? We always thinking that it's somebody else's fault. But it's nobody else's fault but your own when you have the power to walk away any minute that you want. Stop sitting there feeling sorry for everything outside of yourself and feel sorry for yourself. Have the grace for yourself. Have the empathy for yourself first. Your cup has to overflow it first before you can give. And that takes a while for us to learn because even men are always taught put everybody above you, everybody. Now you got a man who is emotionally drained, physically drained, mentally drained. And guess what? If he can't provide, if he can't do nothing, guess what? He ain't nothing. This is what society teaches us. And then on the flip side, you got single mom. Oh my God. Single moms, man, I love y'all. I love y'all. My mom was a single mom. And I see it every day. Single moms, I love y'all. I love y'all. Because y'all got to play daddy and mommy. And some of y'all, yes, y'all will become a narcissist because you have to be able to control the scene. I got it. I'm with you. I love you. But guess what? When you got that little boy sitting right there, you got your daughter sitting right there, teach them love. Don't teach them hate. Teach them love. Don't teach them hate. Don't teach them anger because you still angered or bitter. Same thing for single fathers. It's the exact same thing. You teach your kids who they're going to become. Single moms, you're going to teach that young man who he's going to become. Same thing with the little girls. What they see you do, they think it's okay. I promise you that. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was out there, left lane, 4, 5 women deep. But I dared if I wanted my daughter to see my lifestyle. My daughter, if you ever got a chance to meet my daughter would tell you, my daddy hid it from me as best he could. Real talk, my daughter's not going to see me doing my dirt. As for mom, I can't say nothing about my ex-wife. I love her dearly, beautiful woman. I cannot speak on that. But I will speak. I was not going to let my daughter see it because it wasn't okay. I was not going to badmouth my ex-wife in front of my daughter in no kind of way. Men, women, pay attention. Do not do this. Your kids will pick up on this. Then you wondering why your kid is such a doggone narcissist. They got it from you. It's a learned behavior and they adapt it. Samantha, I appreciate you jumping on in. But folks, again, when you sitting there and you dealing with the narcissist, right? Stop looking for a narcissist to have any kind of empathy. Let me tell you, during my time as a narcissist, I didn't care. Oh, no. You're not doing what I'm doing. I can care less about what you're doing. What you're doing don't matter to me, right? It's what I'm doing that matters. I'm the important one. I'm the one putting in this work. I'm the one getting up at 3 a.m. in the morning. You think I'm going to sit up there and let you tell me because you got a desk job? I spent 27 years in the Army, folks. I was out there grinding 4 combat tours, some special assignments. You think I'm going to sit up there and let somebody tell me who I am or put down what I'm doing, and you sitting behind a desk and you ain't doing what I'm doing? So you already see that lack of empathy. I gives less than a doggone about you and what you doing. If you a woman who's dealing with me, oh, God forbid you talk about oh, no. Anybody, if you try to give me constructive criticism, you better hope I'm on a good day because you met the right one. Because guess what constructive criticism is for me? That's a personal attack. Glenn Simmons, I appreciate you jumping on in. It's me, I appreciate you jumping on in. But that's a personal attack to me. You ain't gonna sit up there as a narcissist and give me constructive criticism. That's like you telling me, hey, you need to clean your yard. And your yard dirty? I'm about to flip the roll on you. You about to get these words right quick. Hey, look, you can't tell me to clean my yard when your yard dirty. Folks, that is the gift of a narcissist. They learn to flip that script on you because nothing is ever going to be their fault. So a narcissist will not take any kind of constructive criticism unless, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give the narcissist one thing. If a narcissist asks you for it and it's hard for them to digest it, they may not take it. But if it's easy for them to digest it, they will take it. And, hey, I see you, James 53. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm here to tell you, a narcissist is not going to take constructive criticism. It's not going to happen. But everybody judging for because of the walked away. Hey, James, don't worry about it, James. Sometimes you gotta walk away to become the better version of you. As long as you becoming a better version of you, keep on pushing. Folks, let me tell y'all something real quick. Because everyone's gonna criticize you. Don't y'all think when I walked out of my last marriage, man, go back, make your marriage work, man. Do this, do that, do the third. I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you right now. I knew my path was away from there, right? I knew I had to step on up, but there's only one thing that I've recognized that I can't deal with it, but I can't get past it. You'll get past it. Hey, James, you got to walk through the fire, my brother. You got to walk, stand tall in the fire. Think about it. Gold is purified in fire. A diamond is made from extreme pressure. Folks, when you going through it, whether you coming out that narcissist relationship or you that narcissist, you gonna go through the fire. It ain't gonna be no easy walk in the park. Believe you me, it is not gonna be an easy walk in the park. Hey, James, hit me up on a follow. Hit me up in the comments. I got you covered. Stay with me on this one. I'm gonna throw some more gems out there. But folks, one thing that I did, and I'm gonna tell everybody, as a narcissist man, I was gonna use who I was gonna use to get what I want. I wanted sex from women. So guess what? Your best friend, I'm coming through her. Anybody I can get through. That was me. That was me, period, point blank, because guess who I was? I was the master manipulator. You gonna give me my admiration because guess what? I'm rolling around this big old truck, sitting on them big boys, big old stereo, wearing all the clothes, wearing all the jewelry, folks. That's who I was. That's who I was, period, point blank. And you ain't gonna tell me nothing different when I'm putting in this work. I look like $1 million, but I was one of the most brokest men on 2 feet. And I'm talking internally. I was a very, 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 very hurt man. So I could care less what anybody think about me because guess what? On the outside, all you see is bling, bling. He must have money. And if you was a female and you fell for it, God forbid. God forbid if you thought you was the only one, because guess what? I knew I was going to have many, 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 many more women, folks. So I'm here to tell you, as an old narcissist, one thing about me, I was the master manipulator. I see you in the club, I'm studying you. I'm not that guy, excuse me. I was not that guy who's going to immediately run up on you and let me holler at you when I know I got competition in the spot. Pay attention, I'm giving you the game. I'm sitting there, I'm scoping you out. I'm hitting that club at 12 midnight. By 2 a.m., I got your number because I know the last call for alcohol about to happen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Last call for alcohol. And guess what? You can tell me why I'm in and out of a relationship. I'm like, all right, no problem. Just give me a call if you want to holler. You give me a call, you give me a text, game on. Game on. I got you. You don't even know I got you. I got you. Because guess what? You're going to tell me everything that's wrong with your relationship, and I'm going to give you everything you seeking. So yes, that was the kind of narcissist I was. I was the most manipulative one ever. Good morning, how you doing? I'm going to give you the attention that the man lacked giving you. That's what I'm going to give you. You're going to sneak off away from that man, period. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to sneak away because I got your adrenaline pumping and jumping. I'm getting you emotionally attached. And you don't know I got 5 other women sitting right behind me that's giving me sex on the random because that's what I wanted. I wanted sex. So I was the master manipulator, folks. My ego was inflated. I was the man teasing the women pleaser. That's how I ran. That's what I did, period. You wasn't going to come after me on the attack. And if you was a woman and you trying to call me out, oh, no, shorty, we're going to have that argument. And I'm going to win that argument. Because one thing that I lacked, and I'm going to say this out of most seriousness, I lacked emotional maturity. I'm saying it. This was not when I was in my 20s. This was not in my 30s. This was not in my 40s, folks. This went all the way up into my 50s. I lacked emotional maturity. When a woman stood up to me and I seen where I was losing my control. In my young days, I lashed out in a physical way. Yes, I used to hit women. This is nothing that I'm proud of. I do not brag about this. The last woman I touched was my first ex-wife. And that the time that I decided I was not going to touch another woman in violence was behind my daughter being born. I never forget it till this day. Me and my ex-wife got into an argument. She holding my 2-week-old daughter, and she made me so hot, man, because we had already been to the WWE and spoken like Frazier in the 15th prior to my daughter even being born. You know what I'm saying? But I never forget, I about to go and I about to clock her straight dead in the jaw, and some said, go outside. I think God was like, Leo, go outside. And at that moment, I stood outside like I almost got tears in my eyes, and I said, God, I will never touch another woman in violence again. And from that time of January of 1977, I never touched another woman in violence again. How do you ever forgive your father for not protecting you as a child? Hey, James, that's a great question. And I'm going to say this just like this. Folks, I forgave my mom, and I'm still forgiving my mom. I forgave my dad, and I'm still forgiving my dad. Folks, let me tell you something. When you start going through a healing journey, you have to, one, apologize to yourself for what you've done and what you've done to others, because I've done a lot of wrong to a lot of people. But I had to forgive my father, because before my father passed away in his last days, I could see where he was trying. And even if he wasn't trying, I never disliked my dad. I loved my dad. I loved my mom. I never disliked her. My mom was hard but fair, but man, she was my best friend. My dad was not there for me. But our last days together, we went fishing. The one thing I want him to do with me as a kid. And we spent time together. And I still owe my dad apologies. And that's a spiritual thing. And I owe my mom some apologies. That's a spiritual thing also. And that's going to be for another video when I do it. You know what I'm saying? But folks, I had to learn how to apologize and how to be empathetic towards it. And it stayed with me through my whole life. Major pain. Yes, James. Yes, it is major pain. I promise you that it is major pain. I still cry about it right now. You know, but I know there's times that I have to go and release it. It's okay to cry. People, as we sit here today, as we own this journey, we go together, we grow together, you're going to have to learn to cry. You can't hold it in. Crying is a form of healing, folks. Listen to me. It is okay to cry. Men, it's okay to cry. Ain't nothing being taken away from your alpha if you're an alpha male or you just a mature male. Crying is okay. Crying is okay. Go off by yourself. Let it go. Let it go. Don't hold it in. Hey, James, I appreciate you being here. I straight up love my brother. I appreciate you being here. Folks, let it go. Cry, cry, cry. Let it go. Do not hold the pain in. You know what I'm saying? Over time, how many days each week do you take a nice long bath? Hey, I do a spiritual bath every Sunday. Every Sunday, I do a spiritual bath. You know, I got to take the shower first, clean myself off. I go outside, I do my grounding work and everything, and then I do a spiritual bath. I do a spiritual bath where I sit there and I got to get that aura clean and everything. That's a good spiritual question. I appreciate you asking that question. You know what? James, you got it, James. Stay with me. My husband shows no emotion. He has a big ego. Hey, Diva, I was there. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with the ego. The ego is a part of us. What we have to do is tell the ego it's okay for us to change. We don't always have to be the same. Your husband may have a big ego, but the thing about it is, do you give fuel to the fire? Because he has a big ego, and I had a very big ego, that's something that you can't change. The only thing you can change yourself. Hey, son, I got it. I retired as a first son. I did 27 years and everything. So I gave the Army 27 years, James. But folks, that's the one thing that I will say. And you know, one thing about narcissism, and folks, I'm going to go back and forth with your questions. Jess, I appreciate you jumping in and everything. And James, I do appreciate your questions. Everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Leo. I'm a certified life coach, certified transformation coach. I help people heal from the narcissistic relationship, and I help the narcissist heal. But folks, one thing I will say about everything that I'm talking about, doing a recap this whole week's on narcissism, is this. Narcissism is not a death sentence. Healing is possible. I'm talking from experience and everything. As a narcissist, I did have a lack of accountability and responsibility. I did not want any accountability for who I was. I lacked that accountability. I knew one thing that was crazy about what I was doing is I didn't want to hurt anybody, but I was hurting people because of my selfishness and because of me always want to be controlled and dominant in the bedroom. And that was my thing. I was always about just the sex. If a woman gave me money in my young days, you ain't getting that back. As I got older, I'm like, I don't want a woman's money. I couldn't understand why my ex-wife would lie about everything and her cheating was. Hey, James, I'm going to throw this one at you real quick. You're going to have to go through this pain, and this pain does not feel good. Ask yourself this, James, and I'm going to flip the script on everybody listening right now. If you are in that narcissistic relationship, what lessons did you learn? This was a hard question for me to start learning how to ask myself. And I had a spiritual sister back in 2022, 2023 would always say, Leo, what lessons did you learn? I'm like, I don't want to hear that humbug. I'm going through it. But once I started learning, so you know what? Everything in life is about lessons. Listen to me, folks. Life is easy when you know how to go with the flow of life. If you try to stop the flow of life, everything gets hard. Look at a river. How much pressure is built when you try to stop the flow of a river? That's a lot of pressure, right? So you got man building these dams and they have to control that flow. Folks, this is just the way life is. This is life. Life is always out of flow. You're always going to get winter. You're always going to get spring. You're always going to get summer. You're always going to get fall. Life is always flowing. So how do you get through things, folks? You have to go with the flow, but ask yourself, what is the lesson? Let's do this, folks. Let's do this right now. Let's look bypass the pain, bypass the dirt, bypass the woman going out there doing the wrong or the man going out there doing the wrong. What lessons did we learn from all of this? Because if you sit there and you don't learn the lesson, it's going to repeat. And for some of you, and James, I appreciate you. Oh, I learned I had James. Hey, James, it happens that way. Sometimes and it's time you're gonna have to step on out. And for those of you that's in a relationship with that narcissist, you're gonna have to ask yourself, do you want to continue living your life that way? Or you need to go ahead and step away. Folks, don't worry about what you're losing. I know, oh man, I don't want to lose the house. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose that. Who says God don't have better for you on the other side? Listen what I'm going to tell you, folks. And I don't want this to turn into a materialistic conversation, but I want you to pay attention. Back in January 2022, when I walked out of my marriage, right? And I started off with nothing, right? I know all my life I wanted to buy my own house, but something deep down inside said, do not buy a house and put that woman's name on it. I'm glad I didn't, because I knew I didn't have to sell the house because she'd already hinted, you're going to have to sell this house. I learned my own role play. The lesson was a great thing. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, teacher. That's what I'm talking about. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. But I had never had a house. When I got my divorce, and even though I did the paperwork and she walked away, she didn't like the way I was treating her, and I don't blame her. I wanted my cake and ice cream. I wanted to get the divorce, buy my own house in my own name, and then get remarried to her again. Of course, the universe, God, source, energy, whoever you give reverence to was not going to see it that way. But she gave me the greatest advice of, said, Leo, go buy your house. And I went and bought my house. I bought me a house May of 2022. Pay attention. The next thing I bought myself was some land. Bought 5 acres of land in May. I want to say May of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. The house I'm sitting in, I bought it May of last year. Folks, from January 2022 to now, I was able to purchase all these things. And people, let me tell you, if I had never walked away from that or got on my spiritual journeys, my healing journey, my health journey, I would not be sitting here right now. I've started a TikTok channel. I'm an author. I've written, I think, almost 10 books so far up to date, if I'm thinking correctly. Folks, listen to what I'm saying. It's pain you're going to go through. You're going to have to go through that pain. But God, universe, source, energy, whoever you give reverence to, has a bigger mission for you. You have to become that. And sometimes you're going to have that relationship that is that narcissist. How do you change the behavior? How do you change the behavior that you can't change their behavior? You have to change you. Let me tell you what I did. I became plant-based and sometimes vegan. And yes, I do fall off from time to time. I went from 260 pounds to right now, I'm probably sitting at 200. I just came off a 30-day water and dry fast. I start focusing on me. What I gave the world, I give back to me, James. That's what I do. I start looking at how can I be of service to the world. That's what I did. Did I go to the Bible? Did I go the religious route? I didn't go the religious route, y'all. I've read a lot of books. I had a thirst for knowledge. I was always talking to God. I was always talking to the universe. I was always talking to I was talking to everybody. I need help. I want help. I want to heal. That's the main thing, folks. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you want to heal, and you will heal, but you're going to have to confront the ugly parts of you. You're going to have to, and the ugly parts is the things that's deep down inside. That old version of myself is no longer available. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. I love you for it, yes. Because there's people out there that still want to see the old version of myself. And sometimes the old version of myself will peek its head. But guess what? Death to the old version of me. But there's still things that's still deep down inside. The human body still holds trauma, folks. The human body still holds trauma. So when we are sitting in that narcissistic relationship, when we are sitting in them childhood traumas from way back when, the human body holds these things. It holds these things. Hey, James, I'm seeing your question. Just walked away from the house that I own, the 2 cars. James, guess what, James? I'm going to tell you. Bigger and better is coming. Bro, go to you. Go here. Your soul is calling for you. Your soul is calling for you. Who was that? Was that Job or Lazarus that lost everything and had the leprosy? I mean, I'm not a real big Bible guy. But then he had to go through, and he went through all the sickness and everything, and then came out on the side. Everything was 10 times better. James, we got to go through it, my brother. We all went through it. You got to go through it. Give it up, man. Let me tell you, I came out of my second marriage with the Ninja deep fry. That's the only thing I took from it, and my clothes. I don't even think I took a TV. But guess what? I look at everything that I have now, and I'm like, man, this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. But I had to walk away. I had to go through the ugly. We all gonna have to go through the ugly. Folks, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you want better for yourself, and you in that narcissistic relationship, I don't know how to say your name, but good morning back to you, my brother. But Arkansas, I appreciate you jumping in. I think that's who you are, TJ. But that's what I'm going to have to tell you. Folks, you have a choice every day when you wake up and you looking at that narcissist. Look, let me tell you something. Don't get caught up because you looking at the girl, the wife, who you with, and, she's got the big old posterior end. She got the big old breast. She looks so beautiful, but she's a narcissist. Same thing. He got a 6-pack. He worked hard. He made good money, boulder shoulder. He putting in that work. Folks, if you're dealing with somebody like that and you feel like they're sucking the life out of you, like you have no life about yourself and they're a narcissist, walk away. You have that option. Everything that you have materialistically, you can get that back 10 times over. But you have to become the better version of you. If you're not trying to become the better version of you, then you're going to always stay right there. The narcissist does not want to see you walk away. The narcissist does not want to see you have that kind of power. Narcissists do not want that. They want your energy. They want your light. If you give that to them willfully, they will take it. You might hear this thing, a good guy finished last. No, they don't. No, they don't. Scratch that from the record books. Scratch that definitely from the record books because we don't. Good women, good men. Well, there's no good women out there. There's no good men out there. Stop chasing. God, source, and universe did not put us out there to chase anyone. We attracted. We become that version. I want somebody that makes 6 figures. Go out and make 6 figures. You can do it. Take that chance. Don't think that the wealthy, these rich millionaires and all that is no different from you. They just had a vision, a dream, and they just push hard, folks. They just push hard through it. You could become the version that you want to become. God is waiting on you to become that better version. You have a gift. We all have a gift. You have to become strong to deliver the gift. Look, folks, I've been on a spiritual journey for 3+ years. And I'm now delivering this message right here talking about narcissism because I was a narcissist. But I had to become right where I'm at. And I'm still growing. I'm still learning. You can do the same. Look, we're all powerful beings. We're way more powerful than we believe, folks. Don't sit there and think that you're not. Change your algorithms on your social medias. We don't do that. We're looking at the stuff that distracts us. We're eating the foods that clog us up. Folks, God is talking to you, and I'm using God, right? We're all creators. We all co-create with the universe. God is in us and God is all around us. But as long as we got that music pumping it, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's 3 portals to the soul. Your eyes, what you see, what you read, what you hear, your ears, what you listen to, and your mouth, what you putting in there. Folks, if you want to receive God's words, if you want to receive the downloads, if you want to receive the upgrades, you have to become a conduit. Now, I just came off a 30-day water/dry fast. Was it easy? Heck no. But guess what? All the trauma that came up. There was some stuff that came up in me. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that was still going on with me. So I'm trying to tell you, when you get on your journey, rock bottom is the best spot ever. James, is you still there? Where you at, my brother? You in the best spot ever. It's hard now, but I promise you, you're going to go on up because I was right there with you. I'm trying to tell you. And now, 3+ years later, look where I'm at, folks. Look where I'm at. Now, somebody say, oh, you hugely successful. You know what makes me successful? When I can help someone. When somebody can resonate with what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about narcissism because I was a diehard narcissist. But I will tell you all, narcissism is healed. You can heal cancer. You can heal diabetes. You can heal anything you want. You can when you believe and you know that you can. You have to stop letting everything else clog you up inside. You have to become so radical about your self-awareness that people will look outside of you and say, man, this dude is crazy. That girl is crazy. Why is she doing this by herself? Why are they doing that? Why is she acting like this? Folks, they're never going to support you when you in the process. They're not going to support you when you in the process. But I promise you, when they see your name on billboards, when they see you walking across stages, when they see you giving the world the greatest version of you, that's when they're going to believe you. That's when that narcissist is going to see you like, damn, man, I did them wrong. Your light has to shine. If your light is not shining, folks, they can't see you. They can't see you. Cut the power switch on. Cut the power switch. Start feeding that light. The brighter the light, the more people going to see it, folks. The brighter the light, the more people going to see it. When you walk in a place, look different, become different. Folks, that's what I had to do. I had to throw away the polo, the name brands and all that. I had to start clearing up. I had to clear the mental garbage. I had to clear the physical garbage. Get rid of it. I don't need it. If I lost everything today, I'm still worthy. You are worthy, people. Coming out of a narcissistic relationship, you are worthy of any and everything in life. You deserve it. It is yours. It is your birthright. It's just the conditioning that we get as a child through life, and then we just, attract that narcissist. I see y'all. You have to protect your, yes, indeed, you have to protect your peace. You definitely have to, because your peace is within you. You have to protect your energy also. But folks, I'm here to tell you, this guy 5 years ago was not going to be sitting up here. 5 years ago, I was not this version of me. 10 years ago, I definitely wasn't this version of me. I'm trying to see, in reality, you didn't lose anything. There's experience we have to go through and make us stronger. I'm with y'all now. I can't even say, I'm going to just say freestyle, my bad. I don't want to tear around the first part of your name and everything. I agree with you and everything. And yes, you have to take your power back. Folks, we're limitless beings. We're powerful beings. Don't sit there and start thinking that we're not powerful. We are co-creators with the universe. Set your intentions. As long as you walking in right intent and you walking in your I am, the universe is going to pour everything right at you. That's why I'm here to say, I went through my spiritual awakening. I go through spiritual awakenings ever so often when I know I'm getting upgraded. But at the end of the day, folks, I still get the negative comments. I still get a lot of stuff on a lot of my social media feeds about narcissists and narcissism. I give them empathy. They don't know, folks. When I had to choose my higher self, listen to me. If you're going through it, choosing your higher self is the direction. is a direction. James, you got to let it go, James. That is a way of healing everything. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. It's okay, James. Let it go, folks. Folks, I'm here to tell you, don't be afraid to let your emotions go. Sit by yourself. Folks, I ran from me for so long. When I moved to Louisiana, I bought my house. I couldn't stand staying in that house all the time. I was always running until God stepped in and said, I'm going to take your money. Then I had nowhere to go but only to the house, the store, the gym, back home. Folks, it's the play is going to be set up to where you're going to have to work on you. God, universe, source, energy never punishes. When you can sit back and you can see the bigger picture, when you can see the path, it's beautiful. I'm telling you that. Go through it. Go through it. Hey, folks, if you have issues and you need help, hit that link in my bio, Inner Growth Strategist. I got you. I got you. You got questions? Put them in the comments. Follow me. Hit them comments. I'm going to answer you, folks. But I promise you, you can do it. You can do it. It's not that hard. And I'm saying not that hard because of where I'm at right now on the journey. Back then, it was terrible. If you gave me a choice between the red pill and the blue pill, I'd have me a lifetime subscription on that blue pill. Yes, I had anxiety attacks. Yes, I went through depressions because I could not stand being by myself. I ran from me, and that's what happens. We run from ourselves. We look for outside. Outside, I need help. Outside, I need me. And that's what happens. We run from ourselves. We look for outside. Outside, I need help. Outside, I need